Alright, we are wrestling with WWE Backlash. No longer WrestleMania, just Backlash. It takes place May 6th, next week. It takes place in San Juan, Puerto Rico,
Oh,
at the
dude, come on.
Co-
Seriously,
the
say it right. Don't, please. I tolerate a lot.
takes place at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico Jose Miguel Aguilar Arena. Yeah,
I quit.
you're under contract, buddy. Um, honestly, the card doesn't look that bad. Just um, as a whole, what are your thoughts on this card, Scooter? Do you know all the matches announced?
Yes.
Okay,
By the way, it's in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I apologize to any of our Spanish listeners.
absolutely what I said, Scooter.
Okay, Juan.
Um, depending on how you what the main event of this is, we'll just go through the matches as is. We got singles match for the WWE World Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. And in her side is Dakota Kai and Bayley. Um, who went to
It's Bianca, clearly.
clearly? Rhea Ripley versus Selena Vega for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Who wins, Scooter?
It's cute that they think Vega has a chance. I like the fact that Vega is trying to defend her heritage, and that yeah, yeah, heritage is it's a very important thing for somebody like Selena Vega. Uh, I mean, she's tiny, she's spunky. Uh, that being said, she stands absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Whether or not she stands a chance, it's still going to be a cool little moment for her, considering it's her first time actually wrestling in the country of her heritage. So, either way, it's going to be interesting to see. I hope she gets some type of good moment out of it. But obviously, mommy's putting her to bed. Alright, Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos with MVP in a singles match. It's a match we never knew we never wanted. Um, how many stars do you think this match is gonna be, Scooter? Because the only thing that could make this match bigger is if it was in the Tokyo Dome.
2 stars.
You said 32 stars? That's a lot.
You know what I said.
I mean, who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this was a good idea?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I suppose. Is Seth Rollins' almost near perfect record of 5-star wrestling classic matches on pay per view in major Jeopardy this on this show.
Seth's good, but he's not a miracle worker.
He's only a visionary. Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed for the United States Championship. Now, I would probably say Austin Theory wins this, but considering, depending on whether or not he stays on Raw, will dictate if Bobby Lashley actually wins this match or Bronson Reed. Your thoughts, Scooter?
Imperium is going to Raw Intercontinental Championship, so it's clear that Bobby Lashley or Bronson Reed are walking away with this belt.
Unless they draft Theory to SmackDown.
Unless they draft Theory to SmackDown. But considering that the Intercontinental Champion was drafted first, that usually means there is a title change looming.
Do you think Theory would do well on SmackDown, or do you think that he's better off on Raw?
I don't know if anybody would care, quite honestly.
Hmm. I mean, he's not that bad, and I think he's been performing well as of late, at least since getting out of the John Cena rivalry. Alright, we got Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight. Who wins the match here?
Bad Bunny.
It's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a tag team match between Rey Mysterio and Bad Bunny versus Dominic and Priest. Good on Bunny for going singles in this match.
The rumor is they're working on a gimmick to announce for a rematch between Ray and Dom.
It's only a tag team match if they were to do it.
No, they're thinking about a gimmick, a singles gimmick match. Which
obviously, Dom
from everything I've heard, it might be we might see another Crybaby match.
Oh God, no. What about what kind of match was it between Big Boss Man and the Mountie?
The jailhouse match. The winner spends a night in jail.
Yes.
In a New York City jail.
That was Cobb County, Georgia.
No, it was New York City. That happened in New York.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. Obviously, Dom and Rey Mysterio will be a part of this match in some degree, I'm assuming.
Loser gets arrested for Perro Aguayo's death.
And we got Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso.
It's not a backlash without a 6-man tag.
That is correct. This is definitely the most interesting match on the card because of what happened on SmackDown this last week. Solo was coming down to the ring during the match between the Usos and Sami and Owens, but you didn't exactly know what he was going to do. Could this be Roman cutting the Usos out of the bloodline?
Absolutely. Roman will end up pulling Sikoa from the match altogether.
So a 2-on-3.
Basically, yes.
But doesn't that kind of go against the formula of the bad guys need the advantage?
Unless you're turning the Usos into the good guys. Or you're turning one of them because I would not be surprised if the Usos were split.
Jimmy go with Solo and Jay go with Sammy and Owens.
No, Jay on his own.
Right, but I mean, he would be essentially be, that would be his buddies at this point.
Well, no, because Jay would have this. He would be a loner. He wouldn't trust anybody anymore.
Well, I would say that they would probably go the route of the reverse Sami Zayn, where he's aligned with Sami and Owens, but Owens doesn't trust him, and then it's kind of then obviously Jay takes him to a Waffle House, and then they become buddies. Um, it's just a matter of how do you do it. Cause do you have Solo turn on them here, or does Jay see it coming and then he goes after Solo, or do you
Uh,
even do it here?
maybe the Usos end up abandoning Solo.
Hmm. Considering that they know that Roman isn't exactly the biggest fan at this point.
Yeah, basically.
And then, well, who wins the match?
Oh, Sammy, KO, and Riddle.
Could they postpone Roman bloodline split if if the Usos and Solo actually win this match, or will this be the split?
This is definitely the the final nail in the split.
All right. Well, then I'll go with Sammy, KO, and Riddle as well. And then we have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Who wins, Riddle?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore. Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if either at the show or this Monday or Friday or whatever day of the week it is, if they announce that this match is actually a first round tournament match for the World Heavyweight Championship. If it is, then I would probably say Cody wins. If not, I kind of feel like they've been doing him dirty at this
I
point.
I
It
I
has to be Raw.
I don't think it's going to be a first round match. Now we know why the King of the Ring was canceled. There's going to be a tournament at the show at Night of Champions. There is actually going to be a tournament.
So the whole
Uh,
tournament is going to be determined in one night.
yeah,
Damn.
yep. Well, it's happened before. Uh,
It's 3 hours of my life I'm probably not going to get back.
um, that being said, I mean the in post WrestleMania matches, uh, Brock's 1-1. Uh,
He beat
so
Triple H.
and he lost to Cena.
But he didn't wrestle the night prior at WrestleMania
So
with Cody.
it's still a post WrestleMania match.
That's true.
Um, and considering there's no title on the line whatsoever, um, there's there's no reason for Brock to win. There really isn't. Uh, I mean the only reason, and we haven't even heard this yet, is that Brock was expecting Cody to beat Roman, and is pissed he didn't because Brock can't get a shot at the title now.
But if Brock beats Cody and then Cody wins the title,
Which is why I'm thinking Brock wins.
right?
So, just so I could say just so I can hopefully be proven wrong, Brock wins.
Yeah. I I would be honestly surprised if Cody won at this point. And you say, why does Brock need to win? What does Cody gain beating Brock other than a little bit of revenge for a brutal assault? If if he wins the title, then you could make the argument, okay, Cody Brock at SummerSlam. Cody's never beaten Brock. It was a hellacious beatdown at Backlash, and Cody's in for the same type of thing at SummerSlam, and then he actually slays the Beast at SummerSlam. I don't believe Brock has a great reputation at SummerSlam anyway, so um, yeah, that's. I think it makes more sense for Brock to win. Now, the I kind of let these matches out of order. What do you think's actually going to be a main event?
Brock Cody.
Not Bad Bunny and Priest?
No.
Could they actually?
No, I don't think so. However, I don't doubt that they will have the match of the night.
Quite arguably. I mean, Bad Bunny is not. And I can't believe I'm even fucking saying this about Bad Bunny. He's good in that ring. He can actually go, and he can actually wrestle for a celebrity.
I mean, with the rumors I've heard that this is going to be one of 3 matches between Bunny and Priest.
No. And I don't
Uh,
believe that.
that or they're potentially working towards Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
I don't necessarily think people would pay to see that. I legitimately don't. Um, I see that 3 matches could potentially main event, and that's Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, Cody and Brock, or the 6-man tag.
6-man tag is not main eventing it. Nope.
But I mean, if we're seeing the story unfold and the eventual split of the bloodline, I mean, I could make the
Oh,
argument Roman and Omen shouldn't have main evented Royal Rumble, except for what happened after the match.
well, if it ends up being the main event, then something is going to happen.
Right. Right. And do you want I want to say, do you want if Brock's going to beat Cody to leave on a sour note of Brock Lesnar won the main event, but considering WrestleMania, WWE is capable of anything at this point, so I wouldn't put it past them to leave the fans with a sour taste in their mouth at the end of the night. But we shall see. We'll obviously do a review of this show in 2 weeks, and we might do an updated preview next week because it will be hours before the actual show. So yeah. All right. That'll conclude this segment and the show as a whole. Um, Thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment on YouTube Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Carolina Coffee. Join us this Tuesday as we interview Jared Diaz. This Wednesday as we interview Rose. Follow the show at Wrestling with Eve both on Twitter and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. You can follow me personally at JamesJ993. And where can they find Scooter?
As always, find me on Twitter at ScooterDust. I can now say, next time we come to you with the remix will be Money in the Bank. Keep an eye out for more about that. And revel in my Twitch antics along with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons clan, twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.